What is up, everybody? It's what stream are we on? 52. It's Friday night. I may have slept in, which is why for those watching live, the stream is late. I did that thing where you tell yourself it'd be fine to lie down for 5 minutes. There's no way you'll doze off and miss everything. And that was about an hour and a half ago. So I almost decided not to stream. Then how could I do that? I had to come on tonight, obviously. Still got a transfer to make. One free transfer this week. Aguero is still a consideration, but I don't think I'm going to get him. And I think that's probably a mistake. But I'm almost too afraid to make the move at this point. So here we go. Apologies if I look knackered. I probably am, but we'll get through this, lads. We'll get through this. Lots of people in already. Phil, how's it going? The stream was supposed to be up at 9:30. I couldn't do yesterday. Like, I know people have been tweeting me all week. I just work has been hectic this week, and it's not going to get any better next week. So I've just not really been near Twitter or YouTube, so I've not been able to reply to YouTube comments and stuff. But I've still been reading them all. Just not had time to reply. Get a beer in. It's water, man. That's what I need. What happened yesterday? I didn't get home from work until like just gone 10 o'clock my time, so it was too late to stream. Didn't really fancy it. I was supposed to do it earlier this week. As it turns out, it's about the same time. But that's just the way it goes. You think Calvert-Lewin is a decent choice? Almost at 5,000 subs. That is very true. We're currently on. Let me have a look. 4,938. So 62 to go. So if you're new around here already, you've somehow found the stream even though it's only been up 5 minutes, make sure to hit that like button. Be much appreciated. Jesus captain tomorrow. I'm not even... Jesus, sorry, even. I'm not even sure I am going to captain him, to be honest. I've barely touched my team this week. Like I say, work has just been hectic. And he played the whole game. Aguero got rested. I think I'm fairly confident he's going to start because he hasn't missed a game yet when he's been fit. But will I captain him? But then I have to captain Kane, and I'm not really confident in that. I've even looked at captaining Salah, to be honest. Sutton are about to drop in price. Yeah, he's been about to drop in price for a little while now. People have mentioned a wildcard. I'll be honest, I've looked at the wildcard. If I was wildcard, I'd probably keep the same midfield. Swap Carroll to Loftus-Cheek. Get Lukaku back. Aguero and Lukaku up front with Joselu and just beef up my defence. I don't really know what I'm saving the wildcard for. I mean, that team, if someone else sent me that team, let's say someone tweeted me that team, there's no way I'd tell them to wildcard, so I kind of got to take my own advice, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Mad to captain Salah? I don't know. I think Salah is actually... obviously he's doing well. We can all see he's doing well, but I think he's actually doing a bit better than we think. He's actually a bit underrated still. I think he's going to do really well going forward. Atsu, my man. He's just going to go on and on. Atsu's going to be this year's Mahrez. Just wait. It's going to take a while for people to catch up. Maybe not quite Mahrez, but... So there's three... there's 4 polls for this week. I have to do them really quick. So, I mean, 2 of them revolve around Aguero for obvious reasons. Everybody is talking about him this week. So the 4 polls are Game Week 6 captain. So I think I just gave Aguero, Aguero, Kane, Lukaku, and someone else. I don't want to list everyone else individually. Have you brought Aguero in this week? It seems like everyone has brought him in. And then... if you are bringing in Aguero, a lot of people are asking whether you should take out Kane or Lukaku. So that's another poll. And then how many transfers have you made this week? And then we'll go from there. So that's the four polls we got so far. And while you are voting, top right corner, click the little eye. You can go from there. Imagine an Aguero blank. Oh, it's going to be hard not owning him. I'll talk about Aguero for a second. It's very hard to resist Aguero when he's on form. And the problem with him last year was you weren't confident he was going to start, how he was going to play under Pep. Pep almost seemed to not like him, but that's different this year. Pep's really happy with him. He's in the team, but he has already been benched, which is a bit of a put-off. But he is starting and he's playing 90 minutes. Crystal Palace are awful, but Sacco is back, which is really going to help them. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to go Jesus to Aguero because I need to get a million from somewhere. It would take a hit. I think it's too sideways. I think Jesus is probably going to start. I could do Kane to Aguero and just have both, and then maybe do Jesus to Lukaku the week after. But that means my defence stays as it is for 2 weeks, and I don't think it's good enough. So people telling me to get rid of Sutner. He's probably staying. I have 0.4 million in the bank, so if I do Sutner out, then I've got 4.9 million to spend. There's not really, I don't think, a defender that I want this week for that price. But I can do Daniels to Jones, and I think Jones is a great option. I mean, FIFA 18 will be out soon, and I'm already looking at getting Matic for my ultimate team there. For one reason, he's going to protect the defence. So Phil Jones is just 5.1 million. Just seems too good to turn down. Yes, I've had a haircut. My receding hairline is now even more visible. Sutton dropping tonight. I'm just going to have to take the drop, to be honest. When I do Daniels to Jones, I'll have 0.2 million left, I think. So I'll still be able to do Sutton to a 4.5, 4.6. So it's not the end of the world. But basically, when I do Daniels to Jones, if that's the move I make, I'll bench Sutner, I think. Not having an informed Aguero is suicidal. The thing is as well, Luis is out for Chelsea, so they've not got him. What shot is that? Luis is out for Chelsea, so that obviously makes Man City a bit of a better option in game week 7. And then game week 8 and 9, Aguero's got really nice home fixtures again. Now I know there's like obviously some worry about whether he's better away or better at home, but he just looks in great form. How's it going, Adincha? Glad you're tuning in for the first time, or first time you're writing in. Stick with your gut, keep Kane. The thing is this week, I tell you what's helped me this week. Maybe not helped me. I won't keep on about it, but basically I've been busy this week, so I've not been checking FPL as much. So I've not really been thinking about Aguero all that much. So I've not really... You say go with your gut. I don't really have a gut feeling either way. I almost feel like keeping Kane is... Sometimes boring and sensible moves go together. But I think keeping Kane is just boring, and I'm not even sure it is that sensible. When Aguero is in such good form, and I've got a wild card in my back pocket that I can play at any point. I mean, what more will I know at game week 8? It'll be another international break. Any injuries? Yeah, of course I can change them. Change any players that get injured or whatever, and I can change the defence. We'll know more about Hazard, maybe know more about Sanchez. But at some point I've got to use it. I don't want to. Do you know what I mean? Like we talked earlier in the season about getting more information, but at some point you just got to make the wild card. If it goes Pete Tong, if I wild card, I will get rid of Kane, and I won't leave myself in a good position to get him back. Kane's fixtures are sublime, but again, should we start taking? Should we start taking Wembley into a fact? So Wembley away, West Ham away, Huddersfield away. Yeah, okay, fine. He's playing away from home. Maybe that'll be okay. Then Bournemouth at home could be a trap. Liverpool at home, Man United away. The next 5 fixtures. The thing is, if you had Aguero, you'd captain him in 3 of the next 4. I'm not sure if you're as confident captaining Kane in the next 4. We're keeping Kane based on a lot of shots, but in terms of quality of shots, he's not as good as Jesus, Aguero or Lukaku. You get Aguero in, that's prime captain this week, and then I get Lukaku in the week after. I think I can afford that. In fact, I'll just check. Let me check. Should still be able to see this. Let me just grab the chat. You could use your wildcard and keep your midfield. Wildcard is to fix weakness in your side. It's just very... The other thing is, I don't know if my attack is weak. And like, how many times can I chase the value striker? There's going to be ups and downs all season because there's such good quality up front. Like, it could be Lacazette and Morata we want next week, and you just can't keep... It's all well and good, like, I know people saying in the chat now about doing the hokey cokey on the strikers and just consistently change them. And I don't think over a long period of time that's a bad option to change them a few times, but let's be honest, you can't change them every week to catch the best one. There'll be other changes you need to make. I think defence gets overlooked quite a lot, by myself included, sometimes, and actually they're a really good source of consistent points, and we don't worry about them enough, basically. But let's just have a quick look. Stats-wise as well, I mean, it's not just the points that are the best, but stats-wise, Aguero and Lukaku are the best. 0.0 in the bank. Don't know if you can see that. Okay, you can't see the money. Hang on. 0.0 in the bank. Aguero and Lukaku up front. That's what I could do. I'd still be stuck with the same defence, which I don't even really want to play this week. Even in game week 8, if I play my wild card, I don't know what strikers I get. And maybe I'll just go 3 up front. I don't know. I'd have to drop one of Eriksen, Salah, or Mkhitaryan, and maybe in a couple of weeks I'll be prepared to do that. I don't want to drop Salah, actually. That's for sure. Mkhitaryan, I don't think he's done enough to be dropped at his price. So Eriksen's probably the one. Love that front three. Yeah, exactly, but you love it this week, but I mean, it's a hat trick. We should look at that with Aguero. He's prime captain for 3 of the next 4 weeks. Lukaku, when Aguero's got Chelsea away, Lukaku's got Palace at home. That is the real deal. And I don't think Kane would suddenly rise in price loads if he did do well. But obviously it would hurt me on rank. I wouldn't be bringing back Lukaku back in this week. That's for sure. It will be next week. But when I look at Kane for the next 4 weeks, where do I really want to captain him? Maybe Huddersfield away, probably Bournemouth at home. And when Kane has Bournemouth at home, Aguero has Burnley at home, which, okay, fair enough. Burnley are pretty good defensively. You're such a knee-jerker. I don't think I am anymore. I seriously don't. I actually don't make the... I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit, maybe, but I don't think I'm that much. Would you play triple captain on Aguero? Nah, I'd still wait for double game week. But basically, I don't think I'm going to get Aguero after all that. I think I'm more likely just to do Jones in. And just keep that team with Kane and Jesus up front. And just hope that Jesus is the one to get points this week. Kane scores when Spurs don't dominate possession. Yeah, I saw the post about that. I don't really want to. I don't really want to captain either Jesus and Kane this week. Jesus and Kane. I'm going to end up, if I don't make a transfer, I'm going to end up captaining Kane, I think. I just don't like that. I feel like I'm forcing myself to captain Kane, but I don't really have a better choice. And the thing is, it's just 1 week. If he does well, obviously I'll be much happier about my team. And I think, oh well, I made the right decision. Let's just keep Aguero and captain him again against Huddersfield. Am I worried that Jesus played the full 90 minutes this midweek? Yeah, I am, to be honest. There's a pretty high chance, I'd say, that he doesn't play. Well, I don't know if there's a high chance, but he's not going to play the whole game, is he? The logical thing is Aguero versus Palace. Exactly, and this is another question, right? Gary there. How many more games are you going to give Kane? Exactly, at this point it feels like we're just going to keep him until he scores. And then we'll say it was a great move to keep him because he finally scored, but how many points have we lost along the way? How about Salah as captain? Honestly, I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. You can't do Jesus to Aguero with another downgrade. I could take a hit to do Jesus. I keep saying Jesus now, it's annoying me. Jesus to Aguero, but then where do I get the money from? That's the problem. Isn't Kane the early game as well? Yeah, he is. I mean, Man City play at 3, so it's not too bad. I actually think Man City are on TV in Ireland, actually. Could be watching them at 3 o'clock. How's it going, Reborn? We went mad to get Aguero last year when he was 1 million more. I actually took Aguero out before most people, though. But you're right. We would usually go mad for him. What's your opinion on having an attacking player face a defensive player in the same game? Do you just avoid? No, to be honest. Some people will play for the higher ceiling, so they'll bench the defender in the hope that the attacker does really well. But I actually, if they're both, I would just look at them both, right? If the attacker, I usually like playing. Oh god, how can I explain this? I usually like playing the attackers over defenders anyway, right? So I'd always play the attacker, and then I would just choose the best 3 defenders, regardless of what attack I've got. So like this week, for example, let's say I was keeping this team. I think Sutton's got more of a chance of a clean sheet than Daniels, even though I'm playing Atsu. So obviously, dream scenario there is Sutton and Atsu both get attacker returns. It may not happen, but if Atsu blanks, maybe I get the clean sheet from Sutton. I don't like necessarily always benching the defender. What channel is the City game on? Like Sky Sports, something or other? Premier League channel. Excuse moi. Let's see what we got here. Don't forget, by the way, 350 odd of you watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on the video. It'd be much appreciated. And if you're new around here, don't forget to hit subscribe. We're only 60 away from 5k now, which is awesome. Especially as I was like, I don't know if we're going to hit 1500 pre-season. Now I'm nearly at 5k. Just get Jones FFS. Chill out. Don't worry. We'll do the moves later. Streamer's buffering a little. Oh, I hope not. Because there ain't nothing I can do about it. This is like last week all over again. It's not quite the same. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do Jones in, so... Sanchez would be a nightmare. But I know a few people before were... I know we talked about Patreon and stuff. There's actually... You can actually sponsor now in YouTube. If that's something that floats your boat. Get a funky little icon next to your name, which is basically the logo. It's not the stream, it's his internet. I don't know, my internet's pretty good, usually. Everyone else is saying the stream's fine as well, so we'll just leave it. Oh, sorry, it's the guy's internet who's watching, I see. Atsu is the standout captain this week. There's a shout. Shall I use my wildcard? That's a very hard question to answer about seeing your team. I think using a wildcard this late in the week, yes, you could still do it, but you haven't got much time to think about it, to be honest. Morata is the main man, exactly. Everyone's forgetting about him. Stoke looks like a great fixture with the amount of defenders missing. I've actually got him on my draft team. I suppose by the way, someone asked me just a minute ago how I could do Jesus to Aguero. I suppose I could do Firmino out, but I wanna keep it. Quite a few people tuning in for the first time. Shashidar, I think that name is. My bad if I got that wrong. But yeah, cheers for tuning in. Usually I do these on Thursday, just couldn't do it this week. Hopefully that will change next week. We'll see. Although, like I said earlier in the stream, FIFA is launching soon. That's going to start eating up so much of my time. You walked past Istu Sushi last night and thought it'd be a good sign to get Atsu. There's always a sign to get Atsu. You have a strong midfield, but you're neglecting your defence. I don't think I'm neglecting it. Especially if I bring Jones in. I think Jones, Davies and Norton's fine. Sure, Kolasinac will be nice this week, but can't have everyone, as they say. See you later, George. Cheers for tuning in. Will Davies play? Yeah, I think so. Defense is pretty awful. Okay. I don't think what's massively awful about it. I think Swansea players seem pretty popular. Davies is good, and if I get Jones, then he's pretty much guaranteed clean sheets. Vardy should play, I think. Yeah. You captain Kane 3 times already. You got your 10 points. Nightmare. Choose buys, does better and does not get injured. Yeah, he's also a million more. And Jones isn't injured, and I've got a wild card, so it's not the end of the world. Gabbiadini in, hell no. What do I think about Rooney as a value third striker? I don't know, I thought it was okay against Man United, but we discussed on another stream that maybe that's because it was Man United. The fixtures are getting better. I don't know. I think it's still a lot of money. I want to see how he plays first. Let's see how Everton cope with the easier fixtures, to be honest. I think they've spent a lot of money, but the game's not all about pace, of course, but that team is pretty slow. I think Tom Davies needs to play more. I think he really helped Everton versus Man United. Obviously, they started off badly, but it didn't keep going like that for the whole game. Davies didn't play apparently because of a knock, but he was on the bench. I'm not sure how bad it was. You should stream your Hunter story. Yeah, I don't want to do FIFA stuff on this channel, I don't think. Why Jesus over Kane? Because I had that before the midweek game, Man City. Where do you think Newcastle will finish this season? Don't know really. They're looking okay right now. I wonder how long they can keep it up. They're kind of going for it, but are also pretty decent defensively, which is kind of what you want, a team that can attack and defend. I don't think they're going to blow teams away, but Could get top half. Maybe just below, like maybe like a 12th, 13th, something like that. Brady or Richarlison? I quite like Richarlison, to be honest, but Brady does have some nice home fixtures coming up. Richarlison, I think, has been a bit unlucky not to get back in the points again since the first 2 weeks. Moy under the radar. I just don't think Huddersfield are going to score that many. The moment you laugh when Granville mentioned cover, yeah, I know. It just cracked me up. Not because he mentioned it, it's because, well, it is obviously because he mentioned it, but not generally because of the cover, just that we'd been chatting about it so much on Twitter. And then straight away, boom. Best in-form player you've owned on Ultimate Team. I think I had Bale last year or something. Double Swansea or spread the risk with a Newcastle defender. And Brighton aren't very good at scoring goals. I'd maybe split there, because Watford have looked okay in attack. You don't understand why people are getting rid of Lukaku instead of Kane. I also kind of agree with that, to be honest. I think Lukaku is the standout option captain probably next week. Then again, who did Chelsea have? Oh, Man City, yeah, of course. Who did Arsenal have a good fixture? Could be Lacazette next week, I guess. Cheers, Eric. I'm not interested in Sigurdsson at all, to be honest. 8.5 million is quite a lot of money compared to the other options around that price. I want to see more from him. Is he on penalties? Probably not. Obviously, that was kind of his pool at Swansea. He has penalties and free kicks and corners, which he does have mostly at Everton. I don't know, maybe he will prove to be value at 8.5. I find it hard to pay more than he was last year when he's now like a smaller fish, basically. I'm not going to have any players in the Monday game. Arsenal versus West Brom. Foster will be on my bench, hopefully. Atsu Richie double up. I mean, I'd looked at Yosselu, to be honest, so I'm not adverse to a double up. Should you get David Silva? I mean, David Silva looks like a pretty good option right now. So again, it depends who you transfer him out for, but can't argue with the way he's playing. The way Man City are playing in general. If Kane blanks this week, is it the last week to keep him? This is the thing. When does it stop? Then it'll be he's got Huddersfield away. Am I worried about the amount of away fixtures in my team? Not really. It happens. Name 5 differentials. I don't know. I'd have to look up. Off the top of my head, I don't know, to be honest. Without looking up ownership percentages. Kane is on his last chance. Is he, though? What's up, Trev? Hey, Anish. How's it going? I find it mad that people would say West Ham away is his last chance when he's got Huddersfield away. You would be saying the same thing next week. If I was playing 2 up front, who would your ideals pick be? Probably this week, probably Aguero and Lukaku. Aguero and someone. Either Lukaku, Morata or Lacazette this week, I think. Which I know is like almost half of the top strikers. If I was going for a little punt, maybe Lacazette. If you want to go for kind of form, I suppose Lukaku. Don't know how many goals we're going to score against Southampton. I'm expecting us to win. Oh, excuse me. If you have Kane, he has to stay for the next 3. Is Bournemouth within the next 3? Yeah. So the next 3 and then we're getting rid of him. Do I think Mkhitaryan will keep this up for the whole season? I don't see any reason why he can't keep scoring well. I think the rate he's scoring, probably not. Do you know what I mean? He's not going to get... He's basically got attacking returns nearly every week. It's not going to keep happening. I'd expect some slowdown at some point. I guess the aim is to try and catch that and get rid of him. But for someone like me, I've had him at 8 million. That seems like good value still. So I'm probably going to give him a bit longer in my team. See how it goes. But he's the main... He's kind of the main creative force in Man United's team. One more second chance for Kane, exactly. And then another one after that, just in case. You skipped a Friday night party for your live stream. Oh man, go to the party. I appreciate you tuning in, of course. Go to the party. Swap Mkhitaryan for Pogba when he's fit. No, not necessarily. See how Pogba like kind of reintegrates into the team. I'm sure he'll be fine, but Mkhitaryan looking good. Is the missus getting Aguero in? She is wildcarding, and I do believe she's getting Aguero in, so she could absolutely smash me this week. No free hit option? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm making enough changes to make free hit and worthwhile. Would you swap Salah for Silva this week? No, I don't think so. I think Salah's a great option, 9 million or 9.1 like he is now. Or is he 9.2 actually? Yeah, 9.2, but still I think it's a good option. Especially if you've already got him, I wouldn't be getting rid of him. It's done absolutely nothing to kind of make you want to get rid. One of my favourite players to own right now, actually. Could Morata be gold? He could be. How's it going, Dan? Mane the man to put back in on his return. Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, I don't know, though. I still think Salah's a better option than him for the price difference. Worth quitting your job for FIFA and chill, if only. There you go. Mrs. has got rid of Kane. Aguero's in on wildcard. It's kind of ballsy moves I should be doing. Oh my god, excuse me. When Mane comes, will I double up? I mean, I've already got Firmino, so I'm already doubling up. I don't think I'd triple. Because it means I'd have to get rid of someone like Ericsson. Hazard back, a brace there would create another bandwagon. Yeah, it's going to be so tough to keep up with all the big hitters. So I'm going with Jesus as captain. I'm going to end up going with Kane, I know. You had triple Spurs last week. A lot of people do. When Hazard comes back, Morata will score a bit. I mean, that's what I'm kind of interested in seeing, to be honest. When Hazard comes back, will he just absolutely bang himself, or will it actually be Morata that benefits a lot more than he's already, because he's already doing well. Don't forget, by the way, there's still over 350 people watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you are enjoying the stream, it'd be much appreciated. Subscribe if you're new around here. Let's give a quick subscriber count. We are on 49. Still 4940. So none since last time. 60 away from 5k. Probably not going to hit that in this stream, but we may hit it before a stream again, which would be awesome. And don't forget, you can sponsor the stream while watching on YouTube Gaming. I think you have to watch it on YouTube Gaming, but it's basically the same thing. Get a funky little Let's Talk FPL icon next to your name. Yeah, polls, top right corner, you can vote on them. Click the little I button. We'll do them in about another 20 minutes. Once we've been going for about an hour, we'll do the polls. Paul says to check again. Boom, 4942. Thank you for subscribing. Ozil Ramsey for the free hit squad. A punt on Ozil. I don't know, I like Ramsey to be honest. Sometimes it feels like when you play something like free hit that you should take a bit of a risk, so maybe Ozil's the man to go, but I think Ramsey looked good against Chelsea to be honest. Thoughts on Gross? It's hard to say about Gross because every time I say I'm not really keen on him, he goes and gets points. But just Brighton just aren't going to score goals. They're not going to keep this up, I don't think. Is Ozil injured? That's a good point, actually. I've not actually checked. West Ham 1, Spurs 0, and your game week is over before the 3 PM's even started. That's the that is the worry. Well, I don't like making my choices based on what time the games are. So I generally don't check. Would you advise getting rid of Bertrand or not? I don't know if I would, chat. I don't even know what was said, to be honest. Not actually heard it. Thoughts on Chu and Zebi? 3.9 million for a Man United defender seems like a good option. Yeah, but he's never going to play. So you're basically, yes, you're saving like 0.1 million, but you're blocking a Man United spot, so he's a no-go for me. Am I a casual priest tonight? Definitely not. How can you resist not having Aguero after the Chelsea game? Maybe I won't be able to. Beauty of having the wild card after the Chelsea game. Maybe I'll just wild card and go all in. Oh, okay. Yeah, we probably won't talk about that chant. Go and get Pascal Gross. How can you resist him? Well, I've got Atsu. Yeah, okay, fine. I've seen what the Lukaku chant is now. No need to keep putting it in chat. Sigurdsson captain in free hit squad. Don't know about that. Oh yeah, I know Palace should have definitely scored by now. I mean, not having one goal in the first 5 game weeks the way they've played, they've been unlucky. When's best to use the free hit? I'm still thinking blank game week, but we'll see. I've not really needed it so far, so I'm not really giving it too much thought. See you later, Killian. Cheers, tuning in. As always, do appreciate it. You'll have the same team as Mark in a few weeks once he gets that to it. No, because I'll have my wild card in my back pocket. Sorry, a bit of typing. I know it's annoying. We have to shut our gas off. That's what I'm typing about. Yesterday, got a text saying there was odourless gas in the system. So to turn it off. It's back up, but I don't have a key for the little box on the wall. So I have to try and get one tomorrow off the neighbour. To turn it back on. But that is the exciting thing I'm typing about. That's what you're missing out on. How are the polls looking? The polls are looking great. Top right hand corner, you click that little eye. You can vote on the polls, mobile, tablet, browser, desktop, laptop, whatever. And and we'll do them soon. I'd say we were going 47 minutes. Let's give it another 10 minutes and we'll do the polls. Give everyone a chance to vote. Give everyone a chance to hit the like button on the stream, to subscribe, to sponsor, whatever they want to do. 4945 subs, by the way. Pliers, yes, would have been an option, but I don't have any pliers, can you believe it? The polls in YouTube, they're in the top right hand corner. You just, if you're on like a phone or something, you have to click. It's like a little eye. You click there. If you're on like a desktop, you just have to browse over. Side Pride quiet, must be the recent results. Yeah, maybe. He's not tuning in much this season to stream. If your voice is not 100%, end the stream in 20 minutes. I think my voice is okay, innit? Same old boring voice as always. What transfer I make, we'll find out soon. Daniel's on the bench, yeah. Daniel's going to go soon. Any plans for 5,000 subscribers? I don't know, what do people do? What should I do? I mean, I don't know. Say thanks, make a video. Thanks for subscribing. Keep on subscribing. Thanks for the subscribing. Haven't got Aguero in yet, but I might if I use my wild card. 5k special, remove Kane. The Old Trafford pick in the background is the old stadium when it was sponsored by Nike. Ouch. Good point though. Competition for celebrating the 5k. I like that. What to do at 5k? Aim for 6k. Yeah, that makes sense. Highest ever FPL rank is like 4935 or something like that. Give away £5,000. I wish I had £5,000. I've just signed a contract on a house. Make a t-shirt. My missus was actually saying about doing that actually. I should get myself one made. With the logo, smack bang. No free hit option in the polls. I mean, no one's really talking about free hit, so I'm not putting it in the polls to be honest. Am I tempted by any Man City midfielders? I mean, De Bruyne I still think is quite expensive. He has obviously been doing well in the last couple of matches. Silver though I like for the price. What's the prize for winning your FPL League? Well, my friend, you get a spot in the description below every video. A prize that money cannot buy. Do a 3 PM Saturday stream for 5k. Unlikely. Karaoke song. Tough to get a green arrow in the Let's Talk FPL League. There's some very good players in there. I think Jeff Holt is usually watching. He is watching now actually. He's second, doing really well. Any Apple people tell me how to enable super chat. No dollar symbol says I can't enable as I don't have 1,000 subs. You're just a viewer. That is weird. Matthew Higgins. Yeah, there should basically just be a dollar sign. It shouldn't matter. That's weird. That almost sounds like you're trying to do it on your own thing. It's very, very strange. You're sure I'm going to do Daniels to Jones out? Yeah, Daniels out for Jones. Yeah, you're pretty accurate. Yeah, Matthew, I'm honestly not sure. You should just, like, if you really want to do it, try a different device or something. But yeah, you just click that. It was working on the last stream. I don't know if it's working this stream. I assume it probably is. Just click the dollar sign and job done. Plans to do any more showdown streams? No, if I'm honest. I don't like the way I have to do them. Godfather Atsu worth a hit for Carol out. A hit for Atsu. No, not this week. Just wait. What do I think of Silver's new look? I missed the hair, man. It doesn't look right. Do you think Ericsson is worth the 0.2 million more than Ali? I don't know. I mean, 0.2 million is not that much. I'm not sure. It's such a coin toss, to be honest. I mean, I like Ericsson still. There's no reason to say that Ali won't be the higher point scorer over the next few weeks for 0.2 less. So, yeah, maybe if you're trying to scrape together a lot of money, then I think Ericsson to Ali is a fine way of doing it, to be honest. Try laptop next time, but assume most of this is on mobile. Yeah, I think there is probably a lot of people watching on mobile. I don't have a Apple device, to be honest. I've got a lovely Android. So I think it works on there as well, to be honest. But I can check now. Oh, and there it is on my phone. Yeah, you just, on the live chat, just open up live chat and it's a little dollar sign that just says send a super chat. If that's not working, I don't really know why. Unfortunately. Hey Thomas, how's it going? Andy Royd. Very clever that, very clever. Jossie, what have you missed? Most of the stream. We'll do polls in a second, actually, people. No more worry about that. Don't worry, you're a late joiner. I was a late starter. I actually slept at the time I was supposed to start the stream. 52 away from 5,000 subs now. Yeah, hey Jeff, I did see you chatting. Let's check in on the polls. Maybe we should. Does YouTube take a cut of the donation? Yes, I assume they probably do. I don't know what the percentage is. Can probably find out somewhere. When do you see fixtures turn? I mean, Everton's are about to turn. Game week 8, Chelsea as well. Arsenal's a bit better than they have been right now. Leicester's are about to get better in a couple of weeks too. Jossie says, let me throw a question in. Where are you throwing a question in? What year did you start playing FPL? Like 7 years ago? Something like that. How much longer until you think Phil Jones is a rotation risk? A little while, yeah. Maybe around Christmas. When fixtures really pile up. That's going to be a nightmare, actually. Seriously. Firmino about to drop. It's just the way it is. Just got to have to take that drop. Okay, polls. Let's do the polls. While I'm getting the polls ready, don't forget to go and hit that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Be much appreciated. And subscribe if you are new around here. 52 subs to go till 5k. Okay. The polls are coming. Yeah, like I said, YouTube definitely take a cut. Absolutely. Game week 6 captain. 40% say Aguero. 36% say Kane. I suppose the problem with captain polls, you don't know whether people are voting based on who they have or who they think. Because I don't have Aguero, but he's definitely the best captain choice this week. In my opinion. Much more ahead than just 4%. 12% say Lukaku and 11% say someone else. Have you bought Aguero in game week 6? 62% of you say no. By the way, there's about 300 votes. 35% say yes. Quite a lot. And 1% said they already owned him. So I bet you all enjoyed your points last week. Transfer out Kane or Lukaku for Aguero. 52% of you say stick. 28% say Kane, sorry. And 19% say Lukaku. I think I agree with that. I think I'd keep Lukaku ahead of Kane. And then last one, how many transfers have you made this week? So 35% of you have made 1, which is probably what I'm going to do. 26% have made 2, and 21% have made none, with 9% 3+ and 6% wildcarding. So there you go, that is the polls. Why is last year's winner doing so poorly? Because just the way it is. It's not that. I mean, some people make it look easy to do well every year, but not everyone can do it. Polls are in the top right hand corner of the screen. Just hover over there, click there, something like that. How's it going, Carl? If I get Aguero in, let's go back to my transfers. If I get Aguero in, I easily have my captain pick this week. I think I'm going to captain Jesus. If I stay like I am. Jeff, I'm not sure you need a free hit this week. I mean, sure you want to maintain your place, but don't think you need a free hit. You're going City less, and you're not scared at all. Jesus 4 in his last 3. I mean, that is a pretty good record. Yeah, that's the thing. He has to get all his points in 60 minutes. Oh, I'm going to make my transfer. This can't be a bigger struggle as last week. No Arsenal players. No room right now. This is where I go to transferring Jones and I start questioning my... I mean, the next 2 look like clean sheets. But then there is 2... After Southampton away and Crystal Palace at home, it's then Liverpool away, Huddersfield away, Spurs at home and Chelsea away. That's pretty awful. I mean, Huddersfield away is probably a clean sheet. I mean, we might get something against one of Chelsea, Spurs or Liverpool. I expect two of those matches to score against us. But then I'm probably going to wildcard, aren't I? So maybe it's just worth getting him in now. I mean, who are the other options really? Maguire at Leicester. I don't really want to play him this week. Or Mawson, but I've already got Norton. Have faith in Jose. Have faith in Jose. Kane to Aguero. Kane to Aguero, easy captain pick for this week. Jesus to Lukaku, easy captain pick the week after. Is there better than that? Does mean I have to play Sutton this week. And Sutton next week, probably. Although, next week I could play Daniels against Leicester. Play Davies. Who does Norton have next week? Norton has West Ham away, so I could play him against them. I could play Daniels versus Leicester at home. And I could play Sutton this week and not the week after. And just do Kane to Aguero. And then Jesus to Lukaku. Kane is the easy pick this week. I don't know, I feel like... I mean, Kane, yes, of course he's going to score at some point, but when is that going to be? How long does he get? Why does he get so much longer than everyone else? You're putting all your eggs in a highly volatile Man City. I mean, I'd be putting all my eggs in a Man City side that score 4 or 5 goals a game. Such a nightmare this is. I'm not happy. Oops, shit. West Ham 2 clean sheets in a row. They have Reed. I got Kane in last year against West Ham. You're more popular than Taylor Swift. I can't keep up with the chat log. Yeah, it does get difficult. You should have seen the Friday before Game Week 1. That was insane. There were like 600 people watching. Whatever you do, I'm doing the opposite. Yeah, fair play. The title of the stream is Sensible Changes, ? Don't go knee-jerking in a guy who 1 week ago you thought was worse than Jesus. That's not necessarily true. I got Jesus because he was cheaper. And if I got if I got Aguero, I wouldn't have been able to... I mean, for a start, if I was doing Lukaku to Aguero, I wouldn't have done that. But also, I did Lukaku to Jesus to get the money. I'm now thinking, do I really want to get rid of Daniels? Yeah, I do, don't I? Doing transfer on stream, I've got to stop doing it, seriously. It's a blooming nightmare. Do I want to play the free hit? Hell no. Okay, transfer's made. There we go. Phil Jones is in, people. That's my team. I think I'm going to captain Jesus and just hope he plays. The problem is, I don't think he's... I know sometimes people will captain someone or play someone and think he's either going to play or he's not, but I don't know if that's necessarily the case with Jesus. Might just... He might just play not play and then come on. But there we go. No Aguero, basically. Since when did I bring in Jesus last week? If Aguero bags another hat-trick and then Kane blanks, then I cry, basically, and just maybe give up FPL for the rest of the season. Russell Howard in the house. Take a hit. Kane to Aguero. I can't do it. See, I thought about saving a free transfer, but the reason I haven't done that is because I'll likely just make another defensive change next week anyway, maybe. Plus, I got a wild card still, so I don't know if I need to save it. I thought about it, but I just don't know if there's enough I do. Jesus, though, he's a problem. Chelsea away up next. Could do Jesus to Morata next week. But then, obviously, he's got Chelsea at home. I might still swap to Kane, though, captain. We'll see. Oh, Jesus. I hate FPL. I'm giving up. I'm cutting the streams. Forget the subscriptions. Forget the likes. Why wouldn't let me play bench boost this week? It's because I got free hit. Yeah, you can only play one chip a week. $52 subs away from 5k. It should be. Don't forget to hit that like button, by the way, if you have joined recently. Still waiting for the first sponsor. Want to see someone with the Let's Talk FPL logo next to their name in chat. Wouldn't it be funny if Jesus starts as the lone striker? Wouldn't it be funny? Thanks, Andy. Now I can do Kane to Kun. Look, sometimes I get it right. FPL does drive you crazy. See, hopefully I'll be busy enough this weekend to just not feel the pain too much. In fact, it's similar to last weekend that most of my team are going to have played by Saturday night. In fact, it's only... I'll only have Atsu and Elliot left, basically, after Saturday. Naught dislikes this week. You aren't having enough opinions. I still love the guy that said he gave me dislikes because my videos came up in his subscription box and he didn't want to watch them. Basically didn't know how to cancel the notifications, which is brilliant. That's a good point, actually. When will I stream? I guess I have to stream after the Arsenal game. I like doing it Sunday. Maybe I could just do it Sunday anyway. And just not talk about the Arsenal game. Tough one. Is using Elliot as your only goalkeeper a good option? Saves money elsewhere. Yeah, it could work. I mean, I personally think for 0.5 million extra, you get two good playing goalkeepers. I think it's worth it. If you really need to save that 0.5, then sure, but I quite like the 9.5 combos, to be honest. I love that. Yeah, commentary on Saturday. Man, this young kid from Brazil is something special. You're talking about Richarlison, right? Is this the end of your Friday night? No, I'm going to play some games after this. That's what I'm going to do. Morata in for Kane or Lukaku. I don't think I'd do that. I know Stoker got some injuries, but still. Benitez confirmed that Darlow is back. Yeah, but Elliot's first choice. So how do you donate? There's kind of two ways you can do it. There's the sponsor button above the chat. That's like a monthly sub. Or you can click the little dollar sign by the chat. That'll let you do like a message, basically, depending on how much you donate. So you can write a message as well. That was for Paul, by the way. What games do I play? FIFA and Destiny 2. Mostly at the moment. I finally got to max level on Destiny 2. Took forever. Yeah, I know you were referring to Jesus. I was making a joke. A very poor joke, it seems. If you don't get Lukaku next week for the Palace game, surely Jones is an easy 12-point option. Nah, I'm not going to captain Phil Jones. You're right, though, about Lukaku. I guess I'm going to captain... I guess I'm basically captaining Kane twice in a row now. If I swap from Jesus. Yeah, FIFA 18, I've ordered it. Why am I so damn beat? Your team looks really good. Yeah, I know. It's just trying to get out of your head that you have to have the perfect team every week. Like, I want Aguero, right? Like everyone else. So just trying to think longer term. And I think captain's difficult for my team this week. I think having Lukaku or Aguero would be much better. What's interesting though, if you've noticed, if you've been watching, like no one's really said it's mad that I don't have Lukaku in my team. When it was taking him out, everyone was like, no, you're crazy. But now he's not on my team. No one's like, oh, you should really have him. That's kind of what I was saying last week. Anyone that linked a team last week with no Aguero, no one really batted an eyelid. Level 20 in Destiny 2 now. Link the donation page, please. You don't see that over. There's no donation page. I haven't bothered to set anything like that up. It's all through YouTube, so there's like a sponsor button near the chat and a dollar sign for the super chat, basically. The super chat's like a message you can just get highlighted in the chat, and sponsors like a monthly sub. You get like a little icon next to your name. All set on the captain. Or any chance you'll change it to Kane? I think there's every chance I change it to Kane. Captaining someone you know is only going to play 60 minutes it's annoying, to be honest. It's like you don't really want to do it because you know no matter how many goals he's scored, gets to 60 minutes and all over. Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. I've got a... If I didn't have Jesus or Aguero, then I'd kind of be telling myself that let's remember that Pep does love Jesus. But now I've got him, I feel like I'm just trying to convince myself of that. And that sounds really stupid. Why is Lacazette not getting a look in? Just don't want to make another transfer, to be honest. Can't have every striker every week, unfortunately. Or can't have the best options every week. Well, I mean, we're still waiting for Arsenal to really kind of pull it together and go big. Could be this week, but how many are they going to put past the West Brom side? I'm not sure. I fully expect them to win, but I don't know if they're going to batter West Brom. But who knows? Maybe Sanchez will fire. He's too good to keep quiet for too long. Best front three long term if money is no object. Can I answer that question after Kane's played West Ham? Basically, it's Aguero and Lukaku +1 right now. If Kane's going to decide to play well, then Kane for sure. But otherwise, you'd have to look at Morata, I suppose. But Aguero and Lukaku for sure. My opinion on Chris Wood is Burnley just don't score goals. I mean, they've made some pretty okay signings. Like Chris, I don't know much about Chris Wood, but he seems to be looked upon favourably enough. At least he did well in the Championship, right? And Brady is a good purchase. So they're kind of getting there attacking wise, but they're still kind of setting up to defend. Cheers, Sean. You just named 2 must-have long-term strikers you don't have either. I know. That's why I'm so upset about my team. What is your points per game target for a 12.5? I tried working out what I need from each player the other day and just got lost with the maths. Expecting to be getting more than Atsu though, that's for sure. What's your best finish in FPL ever? Like 4,900 and something. Whatever it was last year, basically. Joselu on for a goal this week, yeah. Actually, I don't know the best way to pronounce Joselu. Is it Joselu? Joselu? Sterling Plank, first live stream for me. Great show. Cheers for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Quite a few people said it's the first time they tuned in. I guess it's because it's Friday instead of Thursday, but I mean, viewers-wise, it's been about the same consistently. So I guess some people can just watch on Fridays, others can't. We're 50 away now from 5,000 subscribers. Not going to get it tonight, but maybe over the weekend. Already rubbing my eyes. What was the most shocking moment in FPL history? Last week when I sold Lukaku. Firmino's been subbed off just as often as Jesus, yeah, but has he been subbed off at the... Has he been subbed off as quickly though? I don't think he has. People are asking about the best FPL streams on YouTube on FPL Reddit. You were the top rated comment. Yeah, I actually saw that. I actually replied to it, which is cool. Which is interesting, actually. Surprised FPL Tips wasn't the top rated comment. Andy Carroll, no, don't mention Andy Carroll. Still remember you were the 99th subscriber going on my CV for sure. I do appreciate it. Everyone that has subscribed so far. Am I on PS4 and play FIFA? Yeah, I'm going to play FIFA on PS4 this year. I've been playing it on Xbox recently. What do I think about Everton? They're glued to the top of the fixture ticker over the next 7 to 10 game weeks. Yeah, Everton are a bit annoying, really. I feel like I should be more excited about them than I am. Basically, I'm not convinced by Rooney still, even though it's only 7.5 million. Sigurdsson, yes, is nice, but he's 8.5 million. He's not probably going to be on penalties. 8.5 million when I've got Mkhitaryan and Salah and Eriksen. I just don't see where I fit him in my team, so I'm not really that interested in him either. So then it comes to defence. Now Pickford for 5 million. Again, could be okay, but when Elliott's only 4, I feel like I might as well just spend 9.5 on my goalkeepers. I'm probably going to do just as well as getting Pickford and playing him every week. So he's also a no-go for me. So then it comes to defence. So Michael Keane kind of interests me. But he's 5.5 million. Only 2.2 less than Davies. 0.5 less than Kolasinac. Basically, Everton do not excite me in the slightest. But their fixtures are good enough to make that opinion turn pretty quick, I'd say. Baines, 6 million. Coleman, maybe, if he was around. Loads of gaming questions now. What's the point in having both consoles? Well, I won the Xbox for free, so kept it. What transfers have I done? I have done Daniels to Jones. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin 5 million. Oh, Baines is 5.9. Fair enough, I didn't know that. Still though, I don't know. Cuco Martina 4.3. I suppose he's an option, to be fair. If he keeps starting, but I want to see everything keep some clean sheets. Now, I'm a big kind of, I don't know, believer, or I buy into, you know, fixtures is all people need for clean sheets. So Everton do look good for clean sheets going forward. Especially if they get, especially with Gay and Schneidlin looked a bit dodgy against Man United, but obviously they're not playing Man United every week, so I'm not writing Everton off. I'm just not in a rush really to get any of them. Yeah, that's the problem with Martina. He is a rotation risk. Obviously got Holgate there. Would be nice at 4.4. Was I not going to get Kolasinac? Yeah, but I basically, by getting Firmino in, that stopped the Kolasinac plan. Because it meant I couldn't afford to do it. Swansea look good for clean sheets. Yeah, I think so. I'm happy enough with Norton. Although I probably wish I had Fernandes now. Marhan Bukel. Is that what it is? Have I got that right? Marhan Bukel. I think I have, haven't I? De Bruyne or Silva not based on price. You have to take price into account. You're impressed that I knew how to pronounce that, aren't you? Oh, excuse me. I think sense of reasons convinced me to let my team ride this week, reassess with 2 free transfers. That sounds like a great plan. Marhan Bukel, it means like, I think it means like good boy. Irish for good boy, that is. If anyone hasn't worked out that it was Irish. Hat-trick Harry. Oh, it'd be so good. It'd be such a relief. Not expecting it though. I'm not interested in Renato Sanchez. Just don't think he's going to do enough attacking wise. I mean, Swansea in general attacking wise are probably not great. We'll see how Abraham and Bonnie do in the easier fixtures now. Is it the right time to get Phil Jones? I'm kind of looking at the next 2 fixtures and thinking they're clean sheet material, and then yes, after that it gets a bit trickier. But I've got a wild card which I think I'm going to play soon enough. Maybe we'll see. How's it going, Metro? Just tuning in. How many minutes do I expect Jesus to get? About 60, probably. One eye on Hazard. Half an eye maybe. Again, like I'm in no rush to get Hazard. Let's see how he plays with Morata. I'm probably more interested in Morata right now. Kind of happy enough with Mkhitaryan, Salah and Eriksen, but we'll see how Eriksen does over the next few. $200 likes for the stream. You legends. Let's see how many subs we're finishing on. 4952, so we're 48 away from 5k. I think we'll have that before the next stream, which will probably be Monday. But for now, I think we're going to leave it there. Appreciate you all tuning in. Apologies again that it was late. Good to see that loads of people still tuned in. And I promise not to oversleep next time I'm due on a stream. Like I said earlier, like next week is going to be for me just as busy as this week was. So apologies if I don't get to your tweets, to YouTube comments and stuff. It's just, honestly, it's been a nightmare this week to try and get to them. So next week's going to be no better. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subbing. We're nearly at 5k. I wanted to get to 1k before the end of the year. And now it's nearly October and we're nearly on 5k. So that's awesome. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I will tweet out my team before deadline. I may change captain to Kane. I think the minutes just put me off Jesus. Do I just take his points and run, even if I don't subscribe? I'll see. Anyway, I'll leave it there. It did escalate quickly, yeah. Cheers for watching all, and I'll catch you next time. Good luck in Game Week 6. I hope you do really well, but not as well as me. See you later.